Hi YouTube, it's Kathy. I've really missed you. I haven't made a video since last year and it just feels really weird. I'm kind of fighting my apartment right now because every time I go to turn on the camera, either my heat or my fridge or both turn on and start making noises, so sorry about the background noise. It's January 6th and I've taken the last few days to consider what I want to do throughout the year and set myself some goals. This is in part because I found out what a bullet journal is, and it's an incredibly useful tool. I've been using it the last few days and I've been getting so much done. I've also been using this time to study cognitive behavioral therapy so I can be my own therapist for my seasonal affective disorder. And a lot of what I want to do this year involves self-care in one way or another. For example, I want to make a lot more of my own meals. Usually I would go to work, buy something at work. Half the time I would be allergic to one ingredient or the other, and it just wasn't working out for me. So I've been making a lot of soup recently. Delicious. Soup is so easy to make. Why didn't I know that before? I've also started exercising again. It's one of those things that I really like to do while I'm doing it, but the thought of having to get up to do it depending on where my mood is varies as to whether or not I really want to get it done. I mean, if I'm in a depressive state, I don't even want to do things I really like, let alone things I'm hesitant about. I've gotten back to using my exercise bike every day to every other day, which is a great start. I've also downloaded a bunch of geek-inspired workouts, so I'm planning to do those every day to every other day, depending on if I need a rest day or not. They're from neilarray.com. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below. And most of them have different levels to them. And what I'm going to try to do is for the month of January, do the beginner level, the month of February, work up to the intermediate level, and the month of March, work it up to the advanced level, which usually just means doing more rounds of the same exercises. The reason why I'm doing it in such quick succession is because at the beginning of April, I'm actually going on a 2-week trip to Mexico for my 30th birthday. Thanks, Mom. And because I have that event coming in just 3 months, I figured it was really good motivation to try to get myself into some sort of physical shape. Being physically fit and I have a weird history. I was bullied a lot as a preteen and teenager as to my weight, which is ridiculous because looking back at photos of that time, I was a perfectly healthy weight. At that time, I kind of had a mindset of, well, fine, if you're going to call me fat, I'm not even going to try to change that because what you're saying is bull. Instead of maintaining my body and keeping up some form of physical health regime, I focused a lot more on the sedentary activities that I enjoy. Reading, watching fiction, that type of thing. And although I love those types of academic pursuits, there really does need to be a balance. I'm letting you know all of this now because I'm planning on putting out a video at the end of March after I've done all of this working out. I have a feeling it's going to be a training montage. And I guess I'm just really looking for some support along the way. If I wanted to set a numeric-based goal, which I know I don't really have to do, but I'll do for argument's sake, my goal is to get down to 150 pounds. I'm about 175, 180 right now. I haven't checked. Now, with what I know about working out and the fact that losing more than 2 pounds a week is really, really bad for you, my simple math dictates that that's probably not going to happen. However, I will be extremely happy if I get anywhere into the 160s. Like, extremely happy. I also plan on buying my first ever bikini for my trip to Mexico, so that's also motivation. Anyway, my bullet journal tells me I have a lot of things to do today, so I'm going to have to wrap it up here. I'm really looking forward to these nerd-inspired workouts because they look to be things that I can do in my own home. I don't need any specialized equipment, and they're nerd-inspired, so they'll keep me amused. How about you? Do you have any at-home fitness routines that you like to do? Tell me about them in the comments below. Give this a like if you're looking forward to my video at the end of March. Share this to anyone else who's currently starting a new fitness regime. And of course, you can always subscribe for new content from me. Bye!